shit. Come over.
We decided to take a different path because it was more scientifically interesting,
but occasionally attracts attention.
Stay cool. This is a Thor News presentation. Thor News presents Hit the Button, Baby. I'm gonna go ahead and call this video the El Nino Pulse. The El Nino Pulse. My buddy Herm, the Herb, will tell us all about it. Or is it Herb the Herm? We got wild action going on over
the El Nino. And I want to talk first of all about the El Nino. There's been a lot of talk about the El Nino out there. It's like going to be a super El Nino, Modica El Nino, all kinds of stuff. All right. The thing about it, the El Nino, is if you really look at the data, it's been pulsing. When it pulses, it really goes down and then it comes back up again. Every time it goes through this pulsing, especially when the pulses are very strong, it really has a ripple effect downstream almost immediately across the United States. When we had a very negative SOI values, we had all the flooding in Dallas and Houston, all those areas, and then when it went back positive, the heaviest rain started switching back north and everything kind of changed and the heat got out of the east. And now it looks like it's getting ready to crash again. So while the models are trying to say, you know, we got this, you know, kind of cool weather coming into the Great Lakes and Northeast and all the rains are going to switch, I've got a feeling that these models are not going to handle things very well, that when the El Nino pulse happens again, the heat's coming right back into the eastern part of the country and the rains will go right back into back into the central, may not be as far south as to Houston, although you might have to start worrying about more tropical type of weather coming to parts of Texas and Gulf Coast. But certainly, it has to look like the models really don't know what's about to happen when you actually look at the data and you see the data starting to crash down again out there in the Pacific as the El Nino goes to the next pulse. And you also got the MJO floating around out there too, which is also adding on to some of the issues. So there's a lot going on, and I really do not feel the models have any idea of what's about to happen. Okay. All right. Now, speaking of the models.
Florida, Bahamas, tail of Mexico. We got Hurricane Blanca spinning in. We got a dragon growing across America, though it seems to be tilted towards Hurricane Blanca. And then we got a dragon's head sniffing the New York area. So that's cool. Anyway, my buddy Herb the Herm was saying some cool stuff I thought you should know. See, ain't just me, but more than one people have noticed Pacific Coast anomalies, tropical hurricane type storm stuff. And we do have a wild chupacabra El Nino coming through. So stay cool, stay aware, pay attention, turn around, don't drown. And party people, you need to get together with your community and figure out flood plans. And I mean that on a state and national level. And wow, just look at that. That's magnificent cool. All right, talk to you soon. Stay cool. Science is like magic and magic tricks. It's much like Hogwarts, School of Wizardry and Sciencecraft. Yeah, that's right. Welcome to Asteroid Challenge Fight Club.
I wanna go dancing, but I don't wanna go dancing alone. I wanna go Red Rover. Can interesting science shit come over?
we decided to take a different path because it was more scientifically interesting,
but occasionally attracts attention.
Stay cool. This is a Thor News presentation. Thor News presents Hit the Button, Baby. I'm gonna go ahead and call this video the El Nino Pulse. The El Nino Pulse. My buddy Herm, the Herb,